Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Annie. Annie. It's not the 1982 version that I was familiar with, but the 1999 version. This was actually not a movie. It was an episode of The Wonderful World of Disney. Yeah. In 1999. I honestly didn't even know that was still running. I guess it was on the Disney Channel. You can see where the commercial breaks happen when this was originally released. But this is Kathy Bates as Ms. Hannigan. It has Alan Cumming as her sleazy brother, and oh crap, I can't say her name. But it has Victor Garber as Daddy Warbucks, or Oliver Warbucks. We only hear the term Daddy Warbucks once in the film. There's the girl who plays Annie is, her last name's Morton. She didn't do a whole lot after this, but she did reprise the role in this sort, in a sense, in Deadpool 2, where she sings Tomorrow at one point in the film. That's the same girl from this edition of Annie. One of the little girls, the littlest girl, in fact, in the group of orphans that run by Ms. Hannigan, is played by Sarah Hyland. You would recognize her as Haley on Modern Family. So she's super tiny and super cute with the big eyes, and she plays Molly, I think. And yeah, so yeah, it's kind of, it's just weird seeing her so teeny tiny, and yeah, it's kind of funny. What else? Who else is Alan Cumming? And I love her so much, and I can't think of her name offhand. And I can't, it's so hard to pull up an IMDb. I'm going to just shout her name out at some point when I remember it. But yeah, this is it's a fun remake. Obviously it's a book, and it was a comic strip in the early 19th century. Annie still has red hair in this one, as you can see right here, but it's not this big orange afro of the 1982 version, or the comics, because, you know, she had super curly hair in the comics with big blank eyes. Everybody had big blank eyes in the comic. But yeah, this is it's got all the numbers: Hard Knock Life, Tomorrow, obviously. I don't know if there's new ones, because I remember the songs from the 82 film, but there's some that I just don't recognize. I mean, I actually had the record when I was a kid too, so I played the heck out of that when I was 12. But yeah, so this is it runs an hour and a half long, dead on. I'm supposing full 2 hours with commercials, if it had commercials on Disney Plus, which it doesn't. Again, like I said, it has all the classic numbers you recognize. It's pretty much by the numbers. I don't remember the ending of the original, if it was if it ended the same way as this one, but yeah, I don't think anybody doesn't know the story of Annie. If you've never seen it or never heard of it, it's worth checking out. I like it. I do. It's a good little musical. There's a reason why it's an American classic. It's just about an orphan girl stuck in an orphanage in the middle of New York City in dead of winter, and she keeps trying to escape when she isn't telling all the other girls about how this little locket she has, her parents, when they gave her up, had the other half, and they're going to come back and get her even after 11 years. And Annie holds on to hope, like Rey on Jakku. Star Wars reference, hoping that her parents are going to come back to her. And out of the goodness of his heart, well, actually the goodness of his assistant's heart, because he's getting bad press, Oliver Warbucks, the richest man of the world, adopts an orphan. Doesn't adopt an orphan. He allows an orphan to stay with him for 2 weeks over the Christmas holiday, and then gives them everything they ever dreamed of, before more than likely just dropping them back in the orphanage, which would have been super cruel, but maybe some good memories would have been made had everything worked out according to plan. Of course, almost instantaneously, there's actually no real growth or reason that they connect other than the fact that he needs something that is something that's not work, and she needs something that's not the drudgery of her life at the moment. And they connect over a montage of going through New York City, singing about NYC, and she has every little girl's dreams come true throughout traveling through New York City, getting toys and candy and food and everything an orphan girl in her situation probably would never get, especially in 33. This takes place in 1933, at the height of the Great Depression. We're not in World War II yet, but it's coming. But yeah, so yeah, the excitement of her in her new life. She and Warbucks, wonder where he got his money. Something in a name. But two of them connect. He wants to adopt her, but of course something gets thrown in the way when he makes an offer to. She wants her real parents. Doesn't want to be adopted. She believes her real parents are out there. So he offers up $50,000 reward for anybody who can come forth and prove that they're her parents. Of course, the locket is the key, and having any other little information that Miss Hannigan might have would be useful in pretending to be her parents. And we can pretty much figure out what happens there. So it's a big, goofy, unlikely story, but it's a musical, and so everything's kind of a heightened experience set to music. So I highly recommend it. It's I don't know if I like it more than the original, but it's a little bit more. At least the hair isn't so bad in this one, and yeah, it's got a great cast. So yeah, worth checking out on Disney Plus. On Disney Plus. Where else? So let's check tomorrow's. 427. We may have had that already. 427. You'd think out of 768 numbers, I somehow wouldn't be able to remember these things. Oh, actually, we have not, but I don't know if this is actually on Disney Plus yet. When this list was made, it was assumed that it would be, but it may not. So we're going to check it real quick. 427 is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. So I'm going to blow some of your time right here. If it takes too long, then I'm just going to speed up this section. You'll know because I'm speaking really super fast right now and not understanding anything I'm actually saying. Dead Men Tell No Tales. Yep. It's not due till December 4th, 2020. December 4th, 2020. We may have run into this before, I'm pretty sure, in one of the earlier episodes. So it looks like we're going to have to pick another one. No Pirates of the Caribbean for us tonight, or tomorrow. Here we go. Generate again, 337. We don't have to scroll far. Oh, it's a movie. Huh. It's a movie, but I think it's also technically a series. But it's Marvel. We're getting something Marvel. Out of all the Marvel stuff, this is deep in Marvel. This number span is deep in Marvel country right here. So, yeah, it's a movie, but I think it's a short one. It's Marvel Rising Secret Warriors. 337. Well, excuse me. Marvel Rising Secret Warriors. It is animated, I believe. And yeah, it's not your normal MCU film. It has Squirrel Girl and Ms. Marvel and a bunch of other superheroines that are teenagers and such, and they go on adventures. So we're going to check that out. I've been actually wanting to see what it was all about. I've read some of the comics, so. All right, we'll check it out, and I'll meet you back here tomorrow with Marvel Rising Secret Warriors on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. Bye-bye.